Sean Sewell with the Engearment.com podcast. This will be the last podcast and last video of 2025. What a year it's been for us over here at Engearment. The 50 other riders on the Engearment team and I have had a pretty amazing year of opportunities to work with great companies, doing some fun reviews, a lot of educational content, and a lot of media events in person for our riders and myself. In this quick podcast, I want to just go over how grateful we all are on the Engearment team for you, the audience, and for these fun opportunities. And really, it's just an amazing experience that we get to share the outdoor gear world, gear reviews, and showing you how things work. That is our ultimate goal, is just to show you how things work, show you how it can benefit your life, your outdoor recreation, your health, your fitness, your family's well-being, your friends, your neighbors. That's our goal here, is just to try and be as helpful as possible, unbiased, unsponsored. We don't take any money for reviews, and we don't always review the products we're sent. Sometimes things don't meet our cut. Happens sometimes, happens more often than we might admit. There aren't things that we think are great for the audience. So we let the company know. And they said, hey, we're going to send this thing back, or we're just not going to provide coverage because of X reason. So you might want to go back to the drawing board and adjust that if you want to benefit your end consumer. So yeah, every video we do, every written review we do, every post we make is intentional because it's something we believe in and we think it's good enough for us. It's probably good enough for you. So to that point, I want to try and cover some of what we've accomplished over here at Engearment. I'm going to try and specifically talk about the YouTube channel because that's what I focus on, but the Engearment website has been really incredible to see the growth on that. It's our 11th year for Engearment.com, and my friend Dave Marcus and I started that 11 years ago, this month, December, and with the intention of providing as most honest and real-world outdoor gear reviews as possible. And I think we succeeded in that. It was just him and I at the beginning, and then we brought on Elena, and then Aaron Rose, and then Kate Agathan, and then Dave Marcus went on to focus on his career as an attorney. And we really thought Engearment might be at an end there in 2018. But as I was taking care of my folks and realizing that Engearment was a really wonderful resource for a lot of people around the world, and I look back at a lot of the comments and a lot of the interaction, and I realized that this is actually very helpful. And I really like being helpful. So I doubled down on it. My friend Trevor and I rebuilt the website. Aaron and Kate and I and Trevor regrouped. We started doing the outdoor retailer trade shows, and we started to reach out to more companies and growing and growing and growing. And now it's grown into 50 riders on the Engearment team. And I've hit a lot of sticking points trying to lead the Engearment team. And out of seemingly nowhere, my Engearment teammates have stepped up to help out and make sure that Engearment can now function and the workflow can be shared. And a big shout out to Erin Trail for spearheading a lot of that in the last year and a half. She's pretty much taken over the Engearment.com website. So all the writers submit their articles to her, and she puts it up there and organizes it. And then in turn feeds it to Instagram. Her and then Kai Rickards have been taking over the Instagram, as well as Clay Farnsley and Ryan Humphreys and Mike Opland and a bunch of other Engearment writers all have access to the Instagram account, and they provide fun points of view on outdoor recreation for themselves and their families and their friends. So that's all thanks to those individuals on the Engearment team who have not only carried the torch, but elevated the torch, so to speak. So kudos to them for the hard work they're doing behind the scenes and in front of the camera and on the website and on Instagram and on Facebook. That is all on them. The thing I've been focusing on is directing the energy where it needs to go. When a company reaches out, oftentimes I will facilitate and find the best Engearment teammate to do the coverage for that so that it aligns with that brand and it aligns with that writer and that part of the audience. So facilitating those connections and that creativity, that's the number one goal. And creating new relationships for a lot of the writers so they can work with these companies directly, like say Aaron and Will Trail working with Patagonia directly. Kate Agathan and Drew Thayer, same thing. Speaking of Patagonia, got a package last night for some 2026 Patagonia gear that I can't quite share with you yet. I will say something is really durable about the down, and there's something that slays POW with the bibs. That's enough of a teaser right there. I'll have that content up next year, so stay tuned for that. But it's fun to see these riders cultivate these relationships and provide this coverage for you, the audience. What I have been doing besides the cultivating a relationship part is the YouTube videos. I really enjoy shooting videos. I always have a full-on YouTube studio in my backpack everywhere I go, and another one in my truck ready to go, because I never know when the creativity is going to spark or the conditions are just right for the video. I try and go to the mountains as often as possible to shoot the content, and you see that in the videos. Sometimes I have to shoot it in the studio because the wind is too significant. In fact, we had 120-mile-an-hour winds at my favorite camping spot. On and off the last 2 weeks. It's like hurricane level wind. So not only can we not shoot good audio in that level of wind, it's incredibly unsafe. So last month I've been kind of stuck here in the Denver metro area, but moving forward in 2026, there'll be a lot more coverage back in the mountains. So stay tuned for that. So all that to be said, the YouTube channel, that's my baby. I love it. Most of the videos I shoot, sometimes with other people, Ryan Humphreys, Aaron Trail, Drew Thayer, other writers out there, Kai Rickers especially, shoot some fantastic videos, especially in the last year or so, and Will Rickers as well. Some fun stats for you about the YouTube. Got them written down for once. Never have notes. 358 videos created. That's just shy of a video per day. That is pretty incredible right there. And I haven't shot a video for 2 weeks. So I try and batch them, as you can probably tell, shooting like 3 to 5 per week in a nice location. And that's typically how our workflow works. And if you're curious about how a YouTube channel works, I'm happy to work with you to learn how that works as well. Really like helping other people, other creators, other teachers out there hone this craft and reach your audience to speak to them. 2.3 million views, about on par for last year. That's 2.3 million views. I am very grateful for people giving us any chance to help them at all. Of those 2.3 million views, only 5% are from subscribers. That means 95% of the people viewing our videos are not subscribers. That's a pretty unique stat. A lot of channels have a core audience of people, and they can put up anything they want, and the audience will probably watch it and like it. Our audience is pretty critical, I would say, about outdoor gear, and it shows. I only have 5% of the subscribers for 2.3 million views. That is to say, we still have, like 22,000 subscribers, which is a lot. And I'd rather have 22,000 subscribers for quality content than 22 million subscribers and junk content. So I'll take that every day. There's 90,000 hours of our videos watched. Our average video is like 4 or 5 minutes long. So that's 90,000 hours watched. I don't even know how to correlate that or put that into context, but that seems like a very large number of hours watched. And 20% of the views are on a TV, not on a cell phone, not on a laptop or a tablet, but on a television screen. That leads me to believe that people appreciate that we're shooting the content on high quality professional Sony cameras with professional audio. In fact, Rode has sent over several sets of microphones, so has DJI. Other camera and audio companies have sent over other resources for us to use to shoot the videos because they want to be part of it. And I think that goes to show if a person's willing to watch a YouTube video on their television screen. So I always shoot the content with the end viewer's enjoyment in mind. I want to make sure the audio is as good as possible. When I first started a channel, our audio was awful, and I admit that. I want to make sure the video is as up to date, as good a quality. I'll often shoot in 8K and downscale to 4K just to make sure we're kind of future proof for next 4 or 5 years. And that strategy seems to have worked. All the videos we shoot are in 4K at 10-bit at 422 color profile. That probably means nothing to most of you, but that's what we're shooting in. And I don't want to compromise on any integrity. If you're willing to spend time watching our videos and listening to our podcast and reading our articles, I want it to be as high quality as possible because I'm as invested into you as you are into us, if not more. And hopefully that shows. All right. So some things upcoming in 2026 to look forward to. We have our Outdoor Market Alliance trade show in February. That'll be the middle of February. That's a really fun trade show where we meet with 40, 50, 60 outdoor brands to go over next season's or next year's gear in that matter. And when they do allow us to shoot the videos, we shoot the videos and we get them up as soon as possible, usually in the first 2 or 3 days. So you can kind of live vicariously through us as giddy outdoor enthusiasts as we see what's new with Jetboil and Arc'teryx and any company you can think of that might be at a REI or other outdoor gear shop. It's really quite an honor. Usually we have 6 to 10 Engearment riders in attendance, so we can break into the teams of 2 or 3 and get a lot of coverage done. And of course, like I said, we shoot with all the nice camera equipment and great audio equipment. So hopefully it's enjoyable for you. It's not just run and gun on a cell phone or a GoPro. So that'll be middle of February, something to look forward to. That next weekend we'll have our Santa Fe Beacon Bash. I believe this is our third and maybe our fourth year doing the Beacon Bash in Santa Fe. It's a lot of fun. We've had some strategy Zooms the last few weeks. Wade and Brian Mack and Rama and Chase and Will Coleman and Justin Haney and Aaron Rice down there in Santa Fe have been working together on this Beacon Bash. It's going to be a lot of fun. It's a great turnout, and people just seem to really, really enjoy it down there. And it's a fun community, and we really enjoy it. We're raising money for the the Taos Mountain Rescue Dogs, like we did last year, which is really awesome. Freaking love dogs. You probably see my dog Chloe in a lot of our videos and out testing gear with me because we just love dogs so much. Those are the two big things coming up. We have a lot of winter sports reviews coming up. I apologize specifically for not having more winter coverage this 25-26 winter season. We have had the most unusual and unexpected and disappointing start to winter on record. We have way below moisture. We have way below snow. We had hurricane level winds on and off for a week or two and literally no snow. I think we have a base of like 12 inches. We should have 4 times that right now. It's very disappointing. It's very concerning as well, not just from a recreation standpoint, but from a water table standpoint, for agricultural, for humanitarian needs. We need more water. And I'm not politicizing any of this, but there's a major bad thing happening with the environment right now. And it's frustrating. It stinks. And how it affects us here at Engearment in the much, much, much smaller sense is it's hard for us to go test winter gear when there's no winter. So as soon as winter starts, believe me, we'll be up there testing out gear. I have a collection of outdoor clothing, winter camping, splitboarding gear, goggles, glacier glasses, mittens, gloves, base layers, helmets, tons of stuff accumulating that I need to go test out and then shoot videos for down the road. Jeremy Jones sent over the Frontier 2.0 splitboard last week and arrived on Christmas Eve. It was an amazing present. So we'll have that coverage on that. I've got new versions of Phantom hard boot setups. I've got some new things from Patagonia. I have some new POC goggles with Zeiss lenses I'm excited to go try out. A lot of base layers, a lot of other clothing, a lot of other hard goods as well. So there's a ton of things coming. We need winter to go use the winter gear. So stay tuned in 2026. Trust me, we will have a ton of winter gear coverage. And not just for myself, but other riders as well. Erin Trail especially, Kate Agathan and Paul, her husband, they recently got married. Will Trail, Aaron Rose, Drew Thayer. We have a lot of riders lined up for more winter outdoor gear. So stay tuned, hang in there. When winter hits, the reviews will hit and it'll be worth it. Catch you up since the last time we got to speak to you earlier in December. We got to work with a cool company called Oyuku Gashuki. I know we already covered that. The North Face Yumori off-peak jacket from Erin Trail. That's a new kind of fashionable fleece from North Face. My man out on the East Coast, Andrew Piotrowski, was testing out the Ibex Springbok shorts, and he actually came to Colorado to do the Maroon Bells loop, which is a really amazing loop. It's probably one of the most photographed mountains in the world, and it's on the cover of the Coors beer label, and he went and just ran over the whole thing in these shorts. I'm always testing out audio gear. I did a video here for the DJI mic versus DJI mic mini to see which one sounds better, and today I shot one using the mic mini Digital adapter, this guy right here, into a Sony camera versus a Rode Wireless Pro microphone system versus a DJI mic mini through the traditional methods. So if you're an audio video person, that'll be relevant for you. Icebug, the Aln NT winter boot. This is a Swedish company, and these were my favorite winter boots with the BOA, and I use these so far. Well, we haven't had much winter, but we have had cold temps, so they've come in handy. And then Michael Clemente covered the Lems Summit Pro. Those are an awesome boot. Then there is the Oyuku Goshiki Net Plus 3-layer waterproof breathable. Net Plus is recycled fishing nets, and they made it into a high-end backcountry ski and snowboard jacket. It's really nice. Kettle Shenanigan Pants. Kettle's a really fun company. It's kind of like Cool. They make outdoor clothing with a bit of stretch for more athletic people, so I love it. It's a really good company. Very good value for what you get too. So we have a review on the Shenanigan pant as well as their down jacket. Our man Modest Cecil up in Leadville is covering the Pearl Izumi Summit Amphib Light Pants X Summit mountain bike shoes and gloves. Modest lives it. He's up in the mountains. He lives in the mountains in Leadville. It's the highest city in North America. He's out there mountain biking, fat biking, cross country skiing, and skiing as well as fishing. Anyways, a super fun person to watch on video. So check that one out. Then Mammut. I got to work with Mammut on several different products from their Eiger lineup, which is their super high-end lineup. It'd be like the Summit series from North Face, but this is the Mammut Eiger. The Nordwan Inflex jacket, which is an active insulation with the PolarTech Alpha. It's really nice, great for backcountry activities. And then the Eiger Nordwan light down jacket. It says it's 900 fill, but I think it's 1,000 fill, and it's inside a diamond fuse ripstop Pertex material, which is fantastically durable material. I love that thing. And then the Fjallraven Berthagen 60 jacket also has a backpack from the Berthagen line. As I feel, there are things to test out once winter hits. But the jacket I was able to test out, and we got that video up. And I believe that catches you up to the end of 25 and going into 26 season. All right, I think I got you at under 18 minutes. Get back to your lives. Give our best to your families, your pets. And I want to thank you from the bottom of my heart for all the 11 years of support for the Engearment YouTube channel, the engearment.com website, and just Engearment in general. We love getting to help you get outdoors, get healthy, and get fit, and just be your best version of yourself. We are honored to be of service. I'm Sean Sewell, the owner and director in Stoke for Engearment.com. And until next time, take care and have a great 2026.